I can't keep my eyes closed too long. If that makes sense, because I'm gonna see something I never thought I would see.
This is the moment Arlington police officers arrived at the front doors of the Spa Galleria strip mall on shots fired, recorded on a cell phone. Just after 10 a.m. Friday, police say a 37-year-old woman walked into the South Cooper Street location with a gun and opened fire on a man she had been dating as he got a haircut.
July 11th, 2025. A barber in Arlington, Texas, watched his client of 12 years get shot in his chair. This wasn't about love. This was about $96,000 that vanished overnight, a Cybertruck wrapped in stolen dreams, and two people who built an empire together but couldn't figure out how to split it without killing each other.
I have 4 brothers, right? So my mom used to cut our hair when we were little, and she just used to just get off what she could get off, because it's expensive for 5 boys to get a haircut. So her thing was, and that's back in the day when you wore chili bowl haircuts. So she just did the chili bowl, and the line wasn't even straight on the chili bowl. So one day she was at work, and I just grabbed clippers and cut my brother's hair, and that was my new, I guess, that was my thing to do in the house then. That was my chore, and keep our haircuts. And it just made me start loving cutting hair. Then I went on appointments for about 15 years, appointment only. So that's my motto is, it's right there, the best way, to attract new clients is to take care of the ones you have.
One of those clients? William Todd Austin, 12 years. That's not just cutting hair anymore. That's family. Friday morning, July 11th. Todd had a 10:01 a.m. appointment. Routine haircut. Just another Friday. Screaming. People running. Someone called 911. And Dax stood there, watching a man he'd known for 12 years, bleeding out in his chair.
When I called her, she was at work. She works from home. And she just jumped up and started putting clothes on and forgot to put bottoms on. And her son was like, "Mom, where are you going?" So she had to go back and put some bottoms. That's how fast she was trying to get out of the house.
Arlington police arrived. Todd Austin, 37 years old, dead at the scene. The woman who shot him, 37-year-old Timone Michelle Williams, turned the gun on herself when she saw police outside. Rushed to the hospital. Didn't make it.
They were just all nervous and we were all scared.
Another vendor inside the Galleria had just finished with one of her clients.
I got multiple texts from them saying there was shooting happening, and I saw the cop cars in front of me, and I heard gunshots.
2 people dead. And Dax?
What happened?
My emotions go, at any moment I could be like, I'm good. Because those are my 2 favorite words to say. I'm good, but sometimes I'm not. I can't keep my eyes closed too long.
Days later, he went back to get his equipment.
Days later, when I was able to go back in there and see what I could salvage, I'm thinking it was, pretty much cleaned up, but I'd pick up something and see blood on it and get freaked out, So I'm like, I don't want none of it now, I don't know. I don't want to one day be over here trying to get over this whole thing and then pick up something I brought from the other place and there's blood on it.
A stranger started a GoFundMe. People who never met him started donating.
In the world we live in today, where everybody's pitted against each other in some kind of way, you get people who genuinely care about not basically me, but the situation, because that could have been any barber in any chair. It just happened to be me.
But what Dax saw that morning, that was just the beginning. Because when the court documents dropped, when the text messages leaked, when the videos went viral, the story that came out was nothing like what anyone expected. If this story is hitting, hit that like button and subscribe. You're gonna want to follow this one.
In case we haven't met yet, let me share a bit about me. I've founded multiple businesses, navigated the challenging waters of credit, both personal and business, and mentored countless individuals like you to financial success.
William Todd Austin, Bossier City, Louisiana originally, but built his empire in Texas, started selling wigs and hair, founded something called the Vendor Mansion, but his main thing, Credit Champs, credit repair company.
This isn't a great company to invest in because they are really good and they're legit. I know a lot of people that are out here scamming people, and I was so fortunate for me to be able to come to them and them be my first experience, and it was a great experience. I got access to the funding that I needed in just a few months. I know everyone's situation is different, so I just want to be realistic. Everyone's situation will be different, but for my situation, I got it pretty quickly. So I'm really grateful for that and really grateful for them. I do not put my name behind anything that is scammy or fake or anything. Everything I put my name behind, I stand behind.
Todd's whole brand was financial freedom. Fix your credit, build your business credit, get funding. Social media presence was massive. Client testimonials, designer clothes, trips, and eventually a Cybertruck with his company logo wrapped all over it. Private chef on the side, cooking videos with one of his sons. Just celebrated his 37th birthday, May 15th, 2025. Life was good. Then there was Timon Michelle Williams, also 37, also from Bossier City, U.S. Army veteran. After her service, built herself up in credit repair, founded Lux Credit Services, CEO, financial strategist, credit analyst, tax preparer, mentor, power couple energy. Two people, same industry, both grinding. They dated for a few years. December 25th, 2022, Michelle gave birth to their son, Amir Blue Austin, her Christmas baby. She was now a mom to 2 kids. Everything looked perfect. Business posts, family celebrations, the thriving couple building something real. Then it fell apart. Not just the relationship, the business too. And Todd got locked out of Michelle's home. March 6th, 2025, 4 months before the shooting, Michelle filed a protective order in Denton County. The document stated William Todd Austin Jr. had a history or pattern of certain behavior during the 2 years before filing. March 17th, 11 days later, Todd was arrested, booked in Collin County, bond set at $5,000. In the filing, Michelle wanted sole custody of Amir, no joint custody, full custody, and she was seeking over $250,000 in monetary relief. Then Ring camera footage surfaced. Someone at Michelle's front door, someone who wasn't supposed to be there, someone trying to get in, getting aggressive when he couldn't. This was Todd at Michelle's house. Despite the protective order, text messages between Michelle and someone she knew started circulating online. Screenshots of the Ring footage, photos showing damage to her property, Michelle venting about everything. Text messages. When I met him, he was living downtown on a CPN, behind on rent and bills. I taught him the credit business, got him to make more money than he'd ever made. Then he took everything. He knew nothing about credit until I taught him. Before that, he was just selling hair and vendor lists. More screenshots. Todd admitting he wasn't in a good place. Todd asking Michelle to record a testimonial for his business, claiming he'd helped fix her credit when that wasn't even true. Text messages. I'm his only baby mama from Texas. He's about to find out how we get down here. If only I could get past the gate security. Unwanted visits, property damage, a relationship completely broken down. Then a woman named Nikki Hunter posted a video that changed everything. Nikki.
He did not give her HIV. He was not cheating on her at the time of the murder-suicide. In fact, they haven't even been together in over a year.
Nikki said the internet had it all wrong. Not about jealousy, not about cheating, about money.
Yeah, Michelle came from nothing. She built herself up as a veteran, as a successful business owner. Her knowledge, the things that she knew in order to get money to take care of her kids as a single mother. When she met Todd, Todd was living downtown Dallas under a CPN number. He did not know how to do credit repair. She taught him how to do that, and they built this business, Credit Champs, together.
When they broke up, it got bad.
Whenever they broke up, because I see he's been sending his clients the video when she pulled the gun on him. She wanted him out of her house and he would not leave. There's an active restraining order right now against him. Terroristic threat against her and her son. He threatened to kill them both.
Then the financial allegations.
Todd reversed all of Michelle's mortgage payments up to I think 18 months, probably more. To the point where she was about to lose her home. How he did this is because they have a joint bank account. He removed her off of the bank. I don't even know how he could have even did this, but he removed her name off the bank because she had no access. He created a new email for everything to go to.
Michelle went to Vegas one weekend.
And she came back and all her money was gone. Now, could you imagine having $250,000 or even $500,000 in your bank account and now it's zero? You can't pay your mortgage, you can't take care of your kids, he's threatening you, he's not giving you nothing for your kid.
Nikki said Michelle had several legal cases against Todd. Nikki herself had just won a lawsuit against him the day before the murder-suicide.
Michelle was suing him for a lot. He was taunting her by still promoting this company, still making money off this company that they built, not giving her access to any of the money. He also wrapped a Cybertruck, was riding past her house. She could see it on her Ring camera. He was taunting her. She was so full of debt. She was about to lose her home. The air went out in her Tesla. It was just a lot of stuff going on, and she had $0 to deal with her situation. Todd also took her $10,000 settlement payment that she got from the military. When he got access to her phone, he drained her personal account, locked her out of her business accounts, wouldn't help her with her son. So all of this stuff, I just want to clear the false narrative. He is not who you think he was. And I'm not justifying anything that she done.
Nikki's video went viral. The narrative flipped. Michelle wasn't a jealous ex. She was a victim of financial abuse pushed to a breaking point. Todd wasn't just a successful businessman. He was a thief who stole everything from the woman who taught him. But then someone came forward with information about Nikki herself.
This is just a quick little, for the oh-so-ugly Nikki Hunter. How did you forget, out of this heartfelt story that you told the internet, how did you forget to tell the people that you were f***ing and sucking skrill?
Someone close to Todd came with receipts. Nikki wasn't Michelle's close friend at all. She was Todd's former client, his mentee. Someone who paid him for credit repair services.
How? How did you forget to tell the people that you paid him for a mentorship? How did you forget to tell the people this? How did you forget to tell the people that you never met Skrill until we went to the motherfucking Master Connection seminar and you just happened to notice him and say, damn, hey, you're my mentor. Oh, damn, hey, what's up, Nikki? Okay, yeah, damn, Nikki, what's up? Yeah, how did you forget to say that? Do I need to post these receipts? How did you forget to mention that you never knew his girlfriend, the bitch, whoever the fuck, you feel me? How did you forget to mention that those pictures in those Lamborghinis Well, that Lamborghini that bro had, yeah, with the lime green stitching that's on your page, how did you forget to mention that was his shit that you was posting pictures in?
The person claimed Nikki was trying to sue Todd over a credit card dispute.
You know, you trying to sue bro because he didn't want to give you $3,200 cash and he was going to pay it off gradually on your credit card. That's the point of having credit. Why would he pay you $32,000? He could have just paid the nigga that he rented the lamb from $3,200 cash. That's the whole point of using your credit card, dummy.
Then challenged the entire narrative about Michelle teaching Todd everything.
Where was Michelle a fucking a guru at? Tedrick the GOAT taught bro everything he know. Tedrick the GOAT. Bro bought a mentorship from him years ago, and they still locked in. He just talked to him when he was just in Miami, and Tedrick was in Paris with his wife. What the fuck are you talking about? Where are these allegations coming from?
The most damaging part? Nikki allegedly didn't even know Michelle until after she'd fallen out with Todd.
And when did you start sucking Michelle's pussy? Because you didn't even know her. You went to find her after you fell out with bro. Do I need to post the receipts, man? Because this shit right here is kind of getting out of control and the internet is running with it. And I hate how they try to make a legend die, but legends don't die, man. We multiply, man. That's how it happened, man. It's long live Skrill forever. Whatever that bitch Nikki's talking about, Nikki Hunter, whatever she's talking about, that shit's cap. She didn't know nobody.
Another person jumped in, said Michelle changed the bank email first, locked Todd out, left him with just a backpack and the clothes on his back, had his cars towed, threatened false accusations if he tried to get them. Also pointed out, reverse mortgages are only for people 62 and older. Michelle was 37. The math didn't work. And here's the thing. Nikki Hunter ran her own credit repair company, Rich Reports. Same industry as Todd and Michelle. February 6th, 2025, Nikki posted that she was suing Todd Austin, said he was texting her with threats, saying he was going to send her to jail because she was a scammer. So was Nikki defending her friend? Or was she a competitor settling her own score?
Nikki, you on here capping on my brother's name, man, and that is diabolical, man. You need to pay your respect.
Response video. Nikki, you on here capping on my brother's name. That is diabolical. You need to pay your respects. The internet split. Half believed Nikki. Half believed she was lying for clout. Anonymous posts circulated. Todd had 9 children, $200,000 behind in child support across all cases, hiding money under LLCs, not filing taxes, selling client information, none of it verified. But the pattern was there. Then Lita Davis came forward, said she'd been with Todd years earlier. Lita said she was a business owner when they met. Pattern. Learn from the women, copy their business models, present it as his own. The child support letters. Lita ended with a warning. Multiple women, similar stories, financial manipulation, learning the business from them, then taking it. Who was Todd Austin? Successful entrepreneur, or someone who built his empire by taking from the women who taught him? March to July. 4 months. Michelle went from business co-owner to homeless. Here's exactly how. Todd and Michelle built Credit Champs together, joint business bank account. Early 2025, Michelle lost access. Who locked who out first depends on who you ask. But March, Michelle was seeking $250,000 in legal relief. Approximately $96,000 disappeared from the business account. Nikki said Todd withdrew it all after removing Michelle's name and changing the email. Others said Michelle locked Todd out first. Michelle's personal account got drained too. $10,000 military settlement payment. According to Nikki, Todd got access to Michelle's phone and took it. The mortgage was the killer move. Michelle owned a home. She'd been making mortgage payments from the joint business account for 18 months. Then, allegedly, Todd filed fraudulent disputes on all 18 months. His name was on the business account, so the bank reversed everything. Suddenly, Michelle hadn't paid her mortgage in a year and a half. July 2025. Michelle got a foreclosure notice, $55,000 or vacate in 60 days. While this was happening, Todd bought a Cybertruck with business money, got it wrapped with the Credit Champs logo, posted it everywhere, drove past Michelle's house. She could see it on her Ring camera. Legal proceedings about Credit Champs ownership. According to Lita Davis last week, days before the shooting, the court ruled in Todd's favor. Full business ownership, all 3 vehicles. Michelle got nothing. No business, no income. According to sources, a few cents in her personal account. She asked Todd for $20,000 to help her and their baby stabilize. He allegedly refused. Michelle went from hundreds of thousands of dollars to facing homelessness in 4 months. And Todd kept posting. July 10th, the day before, another post about credit, hours before his barber appointment. One more post about fixing your credit being top priority. Whether he meant them as taunts or just regular business posts didn't matter. Michelle was losing everything while he promoted the business they'd built together. Friday morning, July 11th. Todd got ready for his regular appointment. 12 years going to Dax. Just routine. Just another haircut before the weekend. Michelle knew. Todd's schedule. Knew where he'd be. 10:15 a.m. Todd walked into the salon and spa galleria, headed to Dax's suite, sat down in the chair.
After 10 a.m. Friday, police say a 37-year-old woman walked into the South Cooper Street location with a gun and opened fire on a man she had been dating as he got a haircut.
Michelle walked in shortly after, headed straight to the back. Minutes later, shots fired.
They were just all nervous and we were all scared.
Another vendor inside the Galleria had just finished with one of her clients.
I got multiple texts from them saying there was shooting happening, and I saw the cop cars in front of me, and I heard gunshots.
People screaming, running for exits. 911. Dax stood frozen.
Dax, who didn't want to go on camera, told us she fired several shots, striking Austin in the chest area. He's been his customer for 12 years and says on his Facebook page that his clients are his extended family.
Arlington police arrived. Michelle tried to leave, saw officers, went back inside, shot herself.
Police say after the shooting, the woman tried to leave, saw officers outside, retreated inside, and then shot herself. She later died at the hospital.
Todd pronounced dead at the scene. Michelle rushed to the hospital, didn't make it.
And one of the suite owners 2 doors down actually told me, hey, don't go inside, somebody just got shot.
Homicide detectives, crime scene unit. Michelle's white Tesla tagged and towed. Todd's family took his Cybertruck with the Credit Champs logo. Dax visibly shaken. His wife came. Other salon workers trying to process. 2 people dead. A 2-year-old named Amir lost both parents. Todd's other children lost their father. And a barber who'd been cutting hair for 15 years couldn't look at his equipment without seeing blood.
Because I'm going to see something I never thought I would see.
The shooting was 2 weeks ago. Dax couldn't work in that space anymore. Some clients too scared to come back.
When I go in there, I turn the chair around, and when I touched it, it was eerie. And then I see dried up blood on it. So I'm like, I can't keep this chair.
Jessica Ibarra, stranger whose husband cuts hair, started a GoFundMe.
He's going to need all new stuff. He's going to need a new barber chair. He's going to need new supplies. And
starting over, especially in today's economy from when he first started.
The fundraiser would help Dax start over at a different location.
Can you?
Not even.
What's going through your mind?
Initially, being how I am and who I am, I wasn't with it, you know. But talking to my wife and talking to my pastor, he's like, you don't block that blessing. That's a blessing. It's God's blessing. You don't block that. So that made it easier for me to accept it, you know.
These were people he'd never met.
Mario worked in the building with me, but we had never like formally met. We saw each other in passing. I didn't even know his name was Mario. I thought it was Doc, because his window says Doc. His logo's Doc. You know, I'd never seen him cut a head or anything. So it touched me. I can't even explain how it made me feel, because nobody's ever done anything like that for me.
How was he doing?
My emotions go, at any moment I could be like, you know, I'm good. You know, but sometimes I'm not. I can't keep my eyes closed too long, because I'm gonna see something I never thought I would see.
His wife was his support system.
That's my guardian, yep. We're each other's protector. Yeah. She gonna be mad at me for saying this, but she told me she was when I called her, she was at work. She works from home, and she just jumped up and start putting clothes on and forgot to put bottoms on. And her son was like, "Mom, where are you going?" So she had to go back and put some bottoms. That's how fast she was trying to get out of the house.
People who never met him were donating.
I can't describe that because, like I said, I'm not used to being the person somebody does something for. Especially people that don't know me. Because to me, it's not. When I see this about it, in the world we live in today, where everybody's pitted against each other in some kind of way. You get people who genuinely, it shows they genuinely care about not basically me, but the situation, you know, because that could have been any barber in any chair. It just happened to be me.
Moving locations, all new equipment, everything he'd built over 15 years he couldn't take.
Days later, when I was able to go back in there and see what I could salvage, you know, I'm thinking it was, you know, pretty much cleaned up, but I'd pick up something and see blood on it and get freaked out, you know. So I'm like, I don't want none of it now, you know. I don't want to one day be over here trying to get over this whole thing and then pick up something I brought from the other place and there's blood on it.
His clients meant everything. Someone asked if he questioned God.
Who wouldn't? I don't question it. I don't question because I know it was his will. I mean, but I'm not mad about it. I'm not mad at him about it. I mean, you made sure I walked out of there. So I gotta be mad at that.
Here's what we know for certain. March 6th, 2025. Michelle filed protective order. March 17th, 2025. Todd arrested. $5,000 bond ring camera confirmed. Todd came to Michelle's home despite protective order. Approximately $96,000 missing from joint business account. Michelle received foreclosure notice in July. $55,000 or evict in 60 days. Michelle seeking $250,000 monetary relief in court documents. Reports say court ruled in Todd's favor for business ownership. July 11th, 2025. Michelle shot Todd at his barber appointment. Then herself, both 37 years old. 2-year-old son, Amir. What we don't know. Who locked who out of the bank first? Whether the $96K number is accurate, whether Todd reversed mortgage payments or Michelle stopped paying, how many children Todd actually had, whether Nikki was really Michelle's friend or a competitor settling a score, what Todd's side would have been, whether Michelle planned this or if it was a breaking point. Michelle's supporters say she was a veteran who built a successful business, taught Todd everything, and was systematically robbed. That Todd drained accounts, filed fraudulent disputes, and taunted her with success while she faced homelessness. that she was driven to desperation by financial abuse and a failing legal system. Todd's supporters say Michelle locked him out first, left him with nothing, that she was the aggressor, had his cars towed, threatened false accusations, that Todd built his own success, learned from mentors like Tedrick the Goat, that Nikki made everything up to promote her. Competing business. The truth, probably somewhere in the middle. Both made mistakes. Both were aggressive. The business breakup got ugly, but the ending isn't debatable. July 11th, Michelle Williams walked into a barbershop and shot William Todd Austin while he was getting a haircut. Then she took her own life. 2 people dead. Their 2-year-old son lost both parents in one day. Todd's other children lost their father. A barber lost his business and peace of mind. Workers lost clients, too afraid to come back. Everyone who witnessed it carries the weight. 3 sides to every story. Todd's side died in that barber chair. Michelle's side died at the hospital. The truth? Buried in court documents, text messages, Ring camera footage that only captured fragments of a relationship that ended with 2 people dead, and a barber who can't close his eyes. July 11th wasn't about love. It was about money, about betrayal, about what happens when 2 people who built something together can't tear it apart without destroying each other. Todd and Michelle are both gone. Amir is 2 years old. He'll grow up with questions nobody can answer. He'll hear Nikki's version, Todd's family's version, Michelle's friend's version, and he'll never know which one was true. If you're watching this and you're in a business partnership with someone you're dating, learn from this. Separate accounts, everything in writing, legal agreements, because when it falls apart, and sometimes it does, you need protection. If someone's draining your accounts, threatening you, taunting you, there are legal options. Financial abuse hotlines, lawyers who specialize in this, ways to freeze accounts, contest fraud. It takes time. It's expensive, but there's always another way. What Michelle did doesn't solve anything, doesn't get her money back, doesn't get her house back, doesn't give Amir his parents back, just adds more tragedy. National Domestic Violence Hotline. 1-800-799-7233 National Suicide Prevention Lifeline. 988, that's it. I'll see you in the next one.